Hi everyone, it's me, your favorite Sparkle Girl, aka Kitten Sparkle. So today, well, basically, so this particular video will be for those who likes or are biggest fan of Barbie. So yeah, can I just get to the fair point that not everyone likes Barbie, and I can understand, but not totally understand if you get what I mean. Because well, let's just say it's hard for me to get my words straight, if I have to be honest. But all I can possibly say that I do understand some reasons, but most of them that can be a bit confusing for me to get used to and deal with or whatever. So, and I bet all of you boys and girls out there will probably agree with me. So yeah. So anyway, it doesn't matter, but let's just say, like I said, we're here to talk about Barbie. But if those of you who doesn't like Barbie, I rather prefer you leave if you don't like it. So if you don't want to hear anything about Barbie related in this video, thank you. But if those of you who are interested in this video about Barbie, then that's totally fine. You can stay on. So yeah, can I just say I love Barbie ever since I was a little girl. Well, basically, like maybe sort of maybe like around like 5 or 6, I would say, because I remember I used to have books of Barbie, and I also used to play with Barbie dolls, and yes, and I especially remember all the Barbie movies that I have been watching growing up at the time. So yeah, well, can I just say, Barbie has been one of those things for us girls to like, but it's not just for girls actually, because I believe and understand that there are boys who also to like Barbie, and I can totally understand because some boys can like Barbie too, because it's for their own reason for why they like Barbie in the first place. So let's not judge, okay? Thank you very much. So can I just say, because that it name reminds me of something to do with My Little Pony, like brony sort of thing. Yep. But we're not here to talk about My Little Pony. We're here to talk about Barbie, and we're just saying as a fact. Okay, so speaking about Barbie has been around since the late 50s, 1959. Yes, I know, you guys will learn new every day, like I do as well. And I can't possibly blame you guys for learning new things. That's just the way things are. Like, life is life. Yeah, tell me about it. So anyway, like I said, Barbie has been around since the late 50s. Yeah. And let's just say, Barbie, well, there's lots of history to talk about Barbie, really, especially the dolls. I mean, the very first Barbie doll that took the inspiration by something I can't even figure out what's the name again, but let's just say it's something based back in the old centuries, but I can't even figure out what century it was. Yeah, tell me about it. But you can't possibly blame me if I forget sometimes. So yeah, depends on what it is. So yes, I love Barbie dolls because I used to play some of them. Like, oh, I remember I used to have Barbie from Princess and the Pop Star. Yeah, I remember that Barbie doll so much. And I also used to play Barbie doll from Princess Charmschool. Yep, I think these are the only dolls I could possibly remember, because I don't really remember if I have any other Barbie dolls as a kid or anything. But can I just give you guys a fair point by saying I haven't been playing the Barbie dolls since the last I remembered was 2012. That was sometimes when Princess and the Pop Star was sort of a new film at the time, came when it came out that year. So yeah, that's my honest thing to tell you guys the truth. Yeah. So yeah, um, and speaking about Barbie, well, can I just say, have you any of you boys and girls around the world have seen the new Barbie movie that just came out this year? The live action. It's okay if you haven't; it's totally fine. But if those of you who have seen it, what is your opinion about it? Is it it's okay you don't have an opinion, or if you do, it's fine. You can always be free to tell us. No hesitate. Don't be shy. You're totally allowed to share your opinion. So no pressure. But for me, I kind of like the film presently because, well, from my perspective, feeling for Barbie, let's just say Barbie just taught us so many things to learn about, well, it depends on the personality really, because that's just the way Barbie is about. So yeah. So basically, like I said, the film that we just have recently that came out this year, well, it's quite amazing to be fair, and it's something to do with this stereo something Barbie doll, and she wants to be a real human, not just a Barbie doll from the Barbie world. So that's what the movie is about, and you can't possibly blame Barbie really because she's just just being herself. Barbie is Barbie after all. And can we blame her? No. Okay. But those of you who does blame her, then that's just your problem, not anyone else. So yeah, so basically I need to mention the Barbie movies. Wow. The Nutcracker, that's not the very first Barbie movie, to be honest. Well, it is actually as a CGI act, that's what I mean. But the very first Barbie movie, well, it came out sometimes in the 80s, and I believe it's actually a cartoon, I presumed. Ooh. Well, to be honest, I knew you guys will find it, like I said before, um, learned every day. So that's my whole honest thing to tell you. Yeah. And let's just say, I okay, I know, but like I said, that's the very first Barbie movie. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's called Barbie Rockin' something. I know what it's called, but it's just my stupid head. You know? Okay, I think I need to search that. Okay, alright. Suit myself. Okay, so let's just be honest. I also remember I recognize some of the music in that actual Barbie movie I'm talking about, and it's the same music that I recognize from that cartoon TV show I've used to watch as a kid, or still watching, if you get what I mean, and it's called Grimm's Fairy Tale Classics. And I know you will have watched it before, Sophie, because I know you. So yeah, let's just say I remember that beautiful magical soundtrack of because it just reminds me of the scene from the Cinderella episode where the ball is. Yeah, that's the music I was talking about, if you get what I mean here, Sophie. Yeah, I think it's going like this. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Okay, I don't. Okay, sorry, but I'm not here to sing or anything. I just need it as an example. Yeah, I doubt you will remember anyway, Sophie. Yeah, okay. I think I need to stop talking about myself sometimes. Yeesh. Okay, so to tell the truth, there's another cartoon Barbie movie that came after that, and I think it's something to do with oh, I don't know, but it's something to do with the children, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. hmm Okay, so I got one question here, and by this user with the name Dennis the Brony 22, and he asked me where cassette tapes were a thing of your childhood. Well, can I be honest? Yes. Can I just also be honest with you, Dennis, and anyone else who also wanted to know the answer? Well, cassette VHS, I usually use the word, um, has been around sometimes in the sometimes around when my parents were young, as in children, I think. That's what I think anyway. That's how I personally remember because my mum and dad did tell me that themselves. So fair enough. Okay. Although I don't really remember watching Barbie on VHSs or anything. Or if maybe if I did, it would be Barbie in the Nutcracker and Barbie as Rapunzel and Barbie Swan Lake. Yeah. Because I remember watching these movies when I used to go to this woman named Christine, and she used to look after me and our kids while our parents are busy or in work or something like that. He doesn't really have time to have spend time with us or something. He, like I said, work, blah blah blah. Okay, sorry, I'm just saying. Okay, so anyway, though I mostly watched Barbie movies on DVDs growing up until I kind of haven't been watching Barbie movies for a long time. Although I still watch some of them online. Of course I do. Yes. Tell me about it. Okay. So basically, can I just be honest? I think I did make a review video of all the different Barbie movies, of course. So yeah, and I did mention some of the movies that I have watched anyway, and there are some Barbie movies that I haven't watched yet, which I am neutral at the moment because I don't have any opinion on it. So that's my first to say, and yes. Okay. So basically, there's loads of other Barbie movies I could possibly like to talk about. And if you have any favorite Barbie movies, let me know in the comments while watching the video. So, can I just be honest? For my favorite Barbie movie, well, that would be Barbie in the Nutcracker. I know, it's part of my childhood, so you can't possibly blame me. But it is the very first Barbie movie to be in a CGI animation. That's what I mean. Yeah. Hmm. And it did came out back in 2001. Okay. Let's see. Well, I can always make a quick little review on some of the movies that I have watched. Okay, so basically, like I said, The Nutcracker, part of my childhood. I love it. It's so much Christmassy sort of thing because it is part of Christmas. And besides, I love Christmas as anyone else. Yes, and okay, and I do like Barbie as Rapunzel. Although I haven't watched that as a kid or anything, but I have watched it when I was like a teenager at the time. So yeah, so I kind of started to consider it as my childhood as well, or maybe my teenhood, if you get what I mean, because that's what people really call it, really, when it comes to watching something as a teenager. Yeah, as a late childhood, but it becomes into a teenhood. If you get what I mean, you know what I mean. And um, I also seem to like Barbie as the princess and the pooper. You know, Barbie playing two main characters. He looks resembling to each other, although they're not related to anything, but they do look similar to one another. But that's the thing. It is confusing for all of us to get used to this whole thing about people sort of have camera of themselves, doppelganger of themselves, but another person, if you know what I mean. Even though it is the same person as you, but it could be someone else. Like if you think about um oh, Nativity 2 with David Tennant playing two characters, and they're actually twin brothers, but David Tennant, no, he doesn't have a twin in real life. No, sorry to disappoint everyone who have watched Nativity, but I'm just saying. I mean Nativity 2. That's what I mean. Yeah. Okay, so let's just say, whew, like I said, Barbie as the Princess and the Pauper is just one of those best Barbie movies to be a musical and classic. Yeah, I definitely love it, and and I have almost favorite songs in that movie, to be honest, except for the villain song. Like I said, I don't really like villains much, as you guys could possibly imagine, and you could probably get what I mean here because for obvious whatever, because villains are supposed to be hate. Well, not always, because I mean, you can love villains if you want. It's totally up to you guys. But for me, no. I don't really like villains as anyone composing, imagine. Okay. Okay. And another movie was after that was, well, my favorite Barbie movie after that would be Barbie Fairytopia, but with the mermaid one. I do like the first one, of course, the very first Barbie Fairytopia movie, but the second one after that is the one I will definitely watch the most because it's just so amazing. Because, like I said to all of you boys and girls out there, that I'm such a huge fan of Little Mermaids. Not just the Little Mermaids, of course, but mermaids in peculiar. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, and my other favorite Barbie movie after that would be, um, I would say I think it's Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. Yes, I love that one. It just feels like you're actually in on stage or something, and you're actually dancing like a ballerina. Like, hmm, which I can give my best friend Sophie a little giggle on. If she is watching here, I was definitely going to mention the one from Peter Pan 2, where Captain Hook was like this. Like, like, ballerina, Angelina, ballerina. Okay, really, shut up, Caitlin. I just saying, not singing. Yeah, I know you're laughing, Sophie. And I bet you guys are laughing too, I bet. But it's okay if you don't get the joke in rather if you don't really have a sense of humor, then that's fine. But I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. So my favorite Barbie movie after Troll Dancing Princess, it will be Island Princess. Yes, I love Island Princess. I just love it. I mean, really, it's just so natural and very ins- inspirating, as in like inspiring you for liking the animals and all. And especially that beautiful dress that Rose Rose was wearing. Yeah, Ro, or I think her real name was like, oh, what is wrong with me? Shut up, Caitlin. Okay, tell me about it. I'm just saying. Okay, so my other favorite Bond movie after that would definitely going to be Barbie the Christmas Carols. Yeah, I love that one actually. It's just so good. I mean, and I know Barbie is actually playing the villain sort of character in it, although the character she was playing in that movie is not really much a villain in my opinion, to be honest. It's okay if there's who does think she's sort of a villain character, then that's fine. It's your opinion, and I can't possibly blame you. But like I said, let me remind you, everyone has different opinions. But for my opinion, she's not much of a bad, really, to be honest. Okay. And my favorite Barbie movie after that would be definitely Thumbelina. Yep, I just like that film. Well, love it. And and I recognize some of the voices actually from My Little Pony, like um, Thumbelina's two friends actually, same actors who did Rarity and Spike. You probably might not know what I'm talking about. It's totally fine if you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you listen closely to the voices, you'll find out yourself. But don't worry, it takes time to figure it out because it can happen to me sometimes. Yes. Okay. So yeah, and I just like the friendship between Thumbelina and McKenna. That's it, McKenna. Yeah. Let's just say it's just so cute to have a friendship between a human and a fairy sort of character. I can't even figure out if Thumbelina was supposed to be a sort of a fairy or something, or she's just like one of those little creatures who lives on the in the flower land. You know? Yeah, tell me about. Imagine living in a world of flowers. Yeah. Although I have seen the actual Thumbelina movie with Jodie Benson as Thumbelina, and I know you guys will probably find that as a shock as well, to find out that Jodie Benson, who also is the voice of Ariel from The Little Mermaid, has been also been the voice of Barbie from Toy Story 2 and 3, and some other Barbies, of course, in those two movies. And she also did the voice of Thumbelina back in the 90s. So yeah, that's one thing. And speaking about Barbie from Toy Story franchise, well, can I just say you may not going to expect to hear this, but Barbie was supposedly, well, originally going to be Woody's love interest before Bo Peep. I mean, seriously? No, when I learned that, I was like, what? Disney? I mean, seriously, no Disney? What's wrong with you? I mean, seriously? You should know, Disney, that Barbie is already with Ken. Seriously? That's so gross. Why would ship Barbie with Woody, who's actually a cowboy? I mean, seriously. Oh, my brother. Like, it's making my eyes blind like a mice. Ugh. Okay, I'm over it. And I bet you guys feel the same. Well, I bet though. So yeah, and just like I said, it's kind of gross. Ugh. Okay, I'm fine. Honestly, okay. Well, thank God they changed the idea by giving Bo Peep. And besides, I love Bo Peep. She's pretty, and she's the best character to be with Woody anyway. She deserves him. And yes, and okay, now this is getting a bit out of hand. Okay, okay. So where was I? Okay, my favorite Barbie movies. So after Barbie Thumbelina movie, I would say my favorite would be either that would have to be, well, Barbie and the Diamond Castle. Yes, I definitely love that film because something to do with friendship. Yes, I know. I just love it because it's about two best friends who cares about each other, who loves each other like really deeply and all. Yes, and they both met two doggies, and they become friends with them. And well, even though they met Melody before, yeah, and then later after the dogs, they both met two boys. What's their names again? I forgot. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, I'm still a true Barbie fan. Sometimes I just had to make sure I had to keep up with some things, like even though I do sometimes do remember, but sometimes once you're growing up or something, you're starting to have like little memory of some things about some of the Barbie movies. So can't possibly blame me, and I can't possibly blame you if you feel the same way. hmm Yes, and I also seem to like the song for that Diamond Castle movie when they were singing about t- two oh yeah, one song. Sorry, two voices, one song. That's it. I keep getting muddled up with this song. I mean, the title of the song. That's what I mean. Okay. So after that, my favorite Barbie movie would be ooh Barbie and the Three Musketeers. Yeah, that's it. Although I'm not really much of a fan of Musketeers or anything, but I do like the film now. I mean, I would imagine me and Safi and some of the girls I could possibly know in real life as the three musketeers. Like all for one and one for all. Yep. Now that's the true meaning for that point about being a team. Yeah. Mhm. Yes. And yes, of course, it's just so inspirational for almost every girl who likes to, like fight battle sort of thing. Like, hey, yeah, take that! Yeah, take a butt kick. Yeah, tell me about it, or kick the butt. Yeah, I'd rather kick some villains' butts. Yeah, I oughta villains. Yeesh. Go and skedaddle. Being a baby little chicken. Okay, I'm just joking. Okay. Anyway, I don't be playing, so can't possibly blame me for liking to play. Yeah. Okay, and it's my other favorite Barbie movie after that is it's definitely be Princess Charm's School. Yes. Oh, I just love that Barbie movie so much. I never stopped watching it. Girls, I mean, really. Tell me about it, but all of us girls just like princesses. Although, don't get me wrong, boys can like princess too. Yeah. Well, let's just say I just like the storyline on the film and rivalry sort of relationship it's between Delancey and Blair. Well, technically, her real name is actually Sophia because Sophia is actually a princess the whole time, but she didn't even know that until sometimes later in the film. Yeah, and you can't possibly blame or anything, but I mean, we have to feel sorry for Princess Sophia for finding out the whole truth. Although Delancey wasn't even that bad later in the film, although she can be a bit horrible sometimes, but until like in a couple of next moments or minutes, half of the movie, she is nice, like deeply, like really down. If you get what I mean. Because it depends on the person really, because sometimes you can't always deny about people who has been horrible to you, even though they are actually nice the whole time. But sometimes you just don't see it that way because you don't like them. And I can't possibly blame you, but sometimes, well, okay, but can I just be honest? I I understand if you don't like someone or anything on YouTube or in real life, but sometimes you just got to give them a chance, no matter how much you don't like them or whatever or neutral. You still need to respect other people, no matter how you feel. Okay, I'm not here to judge, or anything, or wanting to hate you. I'm just giving you the advice. That's all I'm saying. So that's what Blair and Delancey are teaching us the whole time in the heart of the film. Don't judge the people or the persons themselves by by the cover of the book. No. So anyway, let's just move on. So anyway, after that film, I would say Barbie, and I think it's something to do with her sisters was in it also, and with the pony. Yeah, I remember that one, and I kind of loved it actually. It's still going on DVD. To be honest with you, boys and girls. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I just like ponies, as everyone else do. Yeah. And you can probably find it obvious that I do like My Little Pony. And yes, Twilight Sparkle is my favorite. Okay. And yes, and after that, it would be Princess and the Pop Star. Yeah, I just really love that film. It's just so amazing, and I understand it those who doesn't like it because you may find it as a rip-off to the original Princess and a Pauper, and that's totally fine. But for me, I don't see it as a rip-off or anything. So yeah. Well, don't get me wrong. I love both princesses and pop stars. because I just like them all equal, to be honest. Because, like I said, I just like all things to be girly most of the time. Yeah, depends on what it is, if you get what I mean. I mean, if you get the message. So, yeah. hmm So, after that, it will be Barbie fashion fairy tale or fairy tale fashion. I can't even whether it because I sometimes get myself muddled up sometimes with the title of the name. So yeah, um, I just love that film, to be honest. I remember watching it the first time when I was like in my teens. Yeah, and I think that was in 2016 because I was only 15 at the time when I first saw it. hmm And I especially like that cute moment between Barbie and Ken when they both reunited sometime at the end, and and Ken finally realized his feelings for Barbie. It's really strong and really, love, you know. Okay, until that very moment, the transformation scene. I just like that scene actually, where Barbie, and her pink dress just changed into a different pink sparkly dress. It's just so sparkly, creative, glimmer. And that's why that fairy said glimmer. Something like that. So yeah. And I also like after that movie, and it's actually the Barbie and her sisters in Poppy Adventures. Where we get to meet Barbie and her sisters' new doggies, and I kind of well, I mean, I don't know what the names are, but I just know they are actually each of the sisters' dogs, respectively, because each one has their own dog. Yeah. So anyway, I just remember that movie and I watched it before, and it's actually really adorable, amazing, adventurous, and well, enjoyable. Yeah. Believe me, I just love dogs. Yeah. Oh, they're just so cute. Like those cute little eyes and all fluffy and cute. Like I want to give them a cuddle all day. But I can't always because sometimes dogs doesn't always like that. Okay. Don't get me wrong, but I do like hugging dogs from time to time if I feel the need. Yeah. Like if I need a little comfort when I'm upset or something, I usually come to either Betsy or Bella, but Bella is well, don't get me wrong, I still love both Betsy and Bella, but Bella just makes my eyes go all boo boo. Okay, you get what I mean. Like boo boo eyes. Like, oh. Like, if you think about that Puss in Boots moment from Shrek 2 when Shrek was like, oh, cute. And Dougie was like, Shrek! And here it goes. Oh, come on now, Donkey, just look at him. He's cute in the boots. Who will the cat wear boots? You know what? Let's keep her. Say what? Oh! Okay, I know you're laughing, everyone, especially you. Say B. Okay. Well, speaking about cats, I really miss my Smudge. He's just so adorable, and he's like a brother to me. Yeah, tell me about it. I still miss him to this day, and I still think about him, but I don't want to forget about him. No way, because I know some of you guys would probably would have, depending on which cat it is, or dog, or which pet you have in your childhood. But for me, I would never forget Smudge, even though I had to, grow up a bit. You know, sadly disappointed. Okay, so my favorite Bobby movie after that movie, and it's actually Princess Power. Yeah, and I kind of liked it actually because it's about superheroes. And after that, well, let's just say it's the last Barbie movie to be at when Barbie is playing as a character, not just herself. You know what I mean? and that is Barbie Rockin' Royals. And I especially like the song called What If I Shine? Yeah, tell me about it. It's just so inspiring, that song, and it's kind of cheerful, to be honest. Not the rock version of it, but I like the other version of it, the ballad music, when Barbie was with the on the piano sort of thing, like on her own at that moment, until her group just came out of nowhere, started playing music while she was still singing. Yeah, that's the one I prefer, not the other one. So yeah, can I just say, so every time I think about Barbie, I always like to think about pink, 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 pink. Yes, and besides, pink is not just my favorite color. I like other colors like purple but violet, and I also like blue, and I also like aqua. It's like a mix of blue and green together, mixed together, something like that. And I sometimes like yellow, and I sometimes black. It depends on the style on clothes, just not the color of, when you draw something. It depends on what it is, really. But yeah. And and also I just like gold and silver. But most of all, I just like each different colors in sparkles because, like I said, I just like sparkles, and that's one of those reasons for me to call myself Kitten Sparkle or the Sparkle Girl, because I'm just a fan of sparkles, glittery stuff, glittery, sparkly, dust, like pixie dust. Like, imagine if you're actually in the world of Tinkerbell. Yes. And speaking about Tinkerbell, I'm definitely going to make a live video, well, a review live video about Tinkerbell, like I'm doing right now with Barbie. So yeah. So if you really want, you can always like to watch it sometime when I want to, as in feel to, do a Tinkerbell live video. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy my video. So I catch you guys later. And besides, I don't want to stay up too late because I've got yours tomorrow. But I'm gonna have my snack though after this video because I'm peckish and thirsty. So yeah. So I'll catch you guys later, boys and girls. So Lady Sparkles out. Well, what I mean, the Sparkle Girl. It depends on what you guys prefer to call me. You know, it's okay if you can call me whatever you prefer, really. Kid and Sparkle, the Sparkle Girl, or any other names, really. Or sometimes you can call me um, Pink Sparkle. Okay, alright, shut up, Caitlin. Alright, alright, okay. Bye, everyone. Bye.